Alright, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Bigfry, and today we have some 6 Days in Fallujah official gameplay. This is that new tactical shooter set in the Iraq War 2004 during the Second Battle of Fallujah. We've covered this game in the past when it was first announced. You guys can go see that video there if you want more information. We finally got the first look at gameplay, and they did this thing where they sat down with Sergeant Jason Kyle, who was a squad leader in the second battle for Fallujah, and they kind of showcased the game and kind of mix and mash his story and what it was like kind of making his way through Fallujah, where basically you don't know what's behind each door. And that kind of cuts into the first little tidbit of information that we have outside of the gunplay that we're seeing here. Each map is procedurally generated, so you're never going to know what's behind each door you kick in, and we get to see those environments at work here in full force. I think the game visually looks incredible. Like, for a next-gen shooter, tactical shooter, I'm getting huge, like, modern warfare clean house vibes, except it's set in 2004 and it's out in the middle of Fallujah. Honestly, like, watching them go and kick open doors and not knowing what's on the other side of it, everybody stacking up in like this close quarters environment, this is exactly what I wanted out of a tactical shooter, and these guys are actually bringing it here. Now, what you guys are seeing here is pre-alpha gameplay, so there's a lot to be changed. Now, granted, I thought this game was coming out in 2021, like this year, so I don't know like if this is like a marketing pre-alpha. I'm guessing it is if they sent it off to IGN to showcase it first. The game does look really good. They talk about the fatal funnel in which you kick open doors and there's machine guns right there, but then they go off and show like what the procedural generation is going to look like, and honestly, man, I foresee a lot of replayability with a game like this. The gunplay itself, it's weird because I'm very used to games always going the ADS, the arcadey route, but this game has this kind of like over the sight aim, so when you're in close quarters environments, it's actually easier for you to like not ADS like you would see in like a Call of Duty or whatever. So I know a lot of people were talking about the gunplay, and what I will say is some of the animations do need to be cleaned up. Obviously it is pre-alpha and it does look a little janky or a little clunky here and there, but I'm actually really liking where the game's at when they can like shoulder it and like basically like this have like shouldering slash like bracing around corners aim mode. It looks really immersive, and I think the sound design that I'm hearing here, everything that I'm seeing in this video is exciting to me. If we could get some co-op and do like wave survival or like clearing of cities and moving through in procedurally generated environments, so it would basically be kind of similar to like Insurgency Sandstorm's vanilla co-op, except it's procedurally generated, so every time it's different, that would be insane. I did notice in a couple of clips also that your team's AI kind of seems to like get in the way a little bit. There was one where it looked like really good. They were like basically shoulder to shoulder walking into this little hallway, and then the guy in front just kind of like turns around in an awkward way. And I really hope the AI is something to be desired here. You can command your squad to like watch different directions or clear doors or whatever, but I just hope that there's more like extensive AI programming so it's not just super fucking janky, but that remains to be seen here. I hope for the most part, basically, they just don't get in your way as you're trying to clear these areas. But I mean, shit, we're talking minimal HUD here, commanding of AI squad mates. Hopefully we can see some sort of co-op here, tactical CQB. I mean, this is hitting like every checkbox for me. I really want to know what the AI on the enemy team is going to be like. If we can crank this up and do like a realistic playthrough, I would love to do something like that with like I don't know if there's going to be co-op, but I really feel like this game is built for co-op from everything that I'm seeing here. So I hope that that's something that they're considering. And truthfully, from everything that we've seen so far in terms of the gameplay, there's nothing mind-blowing about anything these guys are doing, but from the looks of it, it just looks like they're providing a tactical shooter with a high quality polish to it, which is something that we haven't really had in many years. It's always been indie developers trying to provide us with, you know, the best experiences they possibly can. I would say that this game actually looks a lot like Squad, but I think it actually looks better than Squad. Granted, it's not so large scale, but it does remind me of that Squad kind of desert landscape. And obviously this is set in 2004. I really like what I'm seeing. The game's got a lot of Squad vibes, but it also gives me a lot of Ghost Recon vibes. Being able to command your teammates and that little like circle that pops up, that little blue, it reminds me of old Ghost Recons or even old SOCOM games in a sense, where you can command the squad and actually like make them clear corners, clear rooms, or whatever. I'm liking a lot of what I'm seeing. I still need to see some sort of like multiplayer PvP to see what they're going to be doing there. I'm very curious, but this is shaping up to actually look like a solid tactical shooter, if you guys can actually believe that. And what I will say is the person playing the game, whether it was IGN or if it was somebody from the dev team, I mean, that was probably some of the worst shooting that I've seen in terms of like trying to showcase the game in a good light. Man, it was, whew, it was brutal. One thing I will say too is I really hope that this game lives up to whatever price tag they decide to put it on, because I really foresee this game being that AA, you know, $49.99 type experience. If there's no like huge story, if it's just shooting down AIs in procedurally generated environments, I'd love for there to be a lot of content here. Like I said, I want to see a lot of replayability because everything we've seen so far is promoting that replayability. So I'm very curious to see what else is in store outside of this, I guess, single player slash maybe co-op experience that we're seeing here. But I want to know what you guys think down below. I know this game is bringing a lot of controversy to the table. A lot of people think that this game shouldn't be made because it's based on real life events that have happened pretty like close to the time zone that we're in. I don't know about all that. I feel like we've been playing World War II games that depicted the Battle of Normandy for years and years. I think a lot of people just need to shut the fuck up about it. I want to see this game get made. I want to see it come out and actually do well because, to be honest with you, the tactical shooter genre it's drier than fuck right now. And I want to see a game like this come out and do something that kind of just raises the bar. But let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. If you guys enjoyed the video, thank you for watching. Thank you for clicking on it. Consider subscribing if you haven't done so already. Leave a like on the video. My name is Bigfry, and I'll see you on the next one.